Good morning and welcome to my Monday morning thoughts. It's Monday the 15th of February and what seems like a long hibernation seems to be coming to an end, hopefully, with a big thaw this morning, at least where I am. So what I want to talk to you about today is something I term unhealthy certainty. So what do I mean by that? Well, essentially, it's potentially the devil you know. Some of you will recognise this instantly from a workplace perspective. You know how meetings are going to play out. You know who the key people are who are going to be listened to, and potentially some of those that aren't. There are going to be situations where new ideas and thoughts, you just know which ones are going to get traction and those that are going to potentially get pushed aside, not listened to, or in some cases, twisted. And there may be that manager who's not particularly good, and you know how things are going to play out during the week, how certain scenarios are going to unfold. And sometimes someone new will join the team and they won't stay very long because they've landed into a situation and they look around and go, for goodness sake, this is madness. I'm not staying here and I'm off. But the thing is, we've learned to cope with this scenario. And you're probably not growing, developing, flourishing, or being at your best. But you've adapted over a period of time, and now there's a certain sense of security and certainty knowing how your week is going to unfold. And the thing is, this can lead to disconnection, cynicism, lethargy, and over time it can actually lead to exhaustion as well. And this situation can be really difficult, but there are opportunities and options available to you. But the thing is, as soon as you start to think about something different, that next step forward, the things that you've been coping with, the things that have just been perhaps accepted, even though you know they're not going the way that they should do, or things aren't happening in a way that you would like them to in your workplace, the thing is, they all of a sudden become stark and you can't not see them anymore. And that's really, really hard and really difficult, and can actually make you angry. It can actually make you quite emotional. But the thing is, spotting them is the first step forward. And that difficult stage is your first step. And that means in lots of cases that you're actually doing the right thing. But because it's difficult, because it's hard, because it brings up lots of emotions, it can be tempting to step back, but actually working through that can be the best thing for you. And you all know these people, either friends or ex-colleagues who have gone through that difficult phase and come out the other side and found different options and are in a different place. And after a period of time, you see them, they look healthier sometimes, they look less exhausted, they look brighter, and they're actually got more enjoyment in their life. And I would love a pound for everyone who said to me, I wish I'd done that earlier. And I know in the current circumstances, it's really, really hard because there are limited, perhaps, movements available to you, but there are always some options. So what I'd like you to do this week is to treat yourself with kindness and compassion if you are in this situation. And What I'd like you to think about is if a friend or someone close to you sat with you and outlined their work scenario, which is the same as yours, how would you treat them? What would you say to them? And that's how you should treat yourself at this point in time. But acknowledging and realizing that you want something else is that first step. And whilst this particular moment in time with the pandemic may not be the right time to actually do something, it is the time when you can start preparing yourself emotionally and start looking after yourself. And one of the ways that you can do that is to work with your values and understand a little bit more around what makes you tick. And I've got a great free download that you can go to, which gives you a chance to explore that. So if you want to do that this week, there is a link here somewhere below the video, or that you can go to that will enable you to do that. So have a little think this week, be kind and compassionate to yourself, whatever the situation, and I look forward to speaking to you again soon.